Today we're going to be seeing if realtors can tell the difference between an AI edited real estate photo and a human edited one. So specifically, there is this photographer in Arizona named Steve, and we reached out to Steve. We said, hey, I think AI editing could help you out. He's shooting 5 houses a day right now, every single day by himself. And he said, yeah, I mean, it could. I'm using a editor. They've been super loyal to me over the last 10 years. They usually get all my photos back to me the next morning by like 9 or 10 a.m. But his issue was that his clients are insanely picky. They're always nitpicking over small things, and he's basically going to lose his clients if a detail is off or a room does not look exactly right. So, and most of the time he'd get his photos back from his editor. They'd be 95% good to go. He would do a few hand touch-ups and then go deliver the photos and be on his way to shoot and do it all over again. Now, pretty much his entire day is consumed by this business, which has just been more of a job than a business for him. Because he gets home, he's uploading all the files, making sure his editor received it. He gets it back the next morning. Sometimes he doesn't even get all of them back, and he's got to deliver it before he leaves and starts shooting for the rest of the day. So he's like, I would love for AI editing to work for me, but I just don't think it's there yet from a quality perspective, and I can't risk losing my clients. And so we're like, all right, just do a test project. So he submitted one, and when he was looking at them, giving feedback, he said, the shadows on the floors are just too intense. The style's different. I don't know, like my clients will never go for this. I'm gonna hear it immediately. They're not gonna like the style, and my business is gonna crumble overnight. And I was like, okay, well, do you think that the style is worse, or is it just different from what you've been used to seeing because you've been working with the same editor the last 10 years? How do you know what your clients actually like? How do you know there's not something out there, whether that's an editor or an AI, that is actually a style your clients like more? And even between two different styles, how do you know they can even tell a difference? Because sometimes there's a certain level of quality. Once you reach that, the photos are just different. They're not better or worse. And then the way that you differentiate your business and make your clients like you and keep booking with you is your service quality, right? How communicative are you? How fast is your turnaround time? And how available are you as a business for scheduling when they're in a pinch? He's like, okay, I mean, I don't think my clients are going to go for it. So I said, I'll tell you what, I'll make a bet with you. I'll give you a free week of editing credits, and you can use them up, so then you can still edit the photos with your editor and then also edit them with auto HDR. Now, just do this. Post them on Facebook where all your clients follow you and do a blind A/B test and just see which one do they like better. If they like your human editor better, great. Stay with the human editor. Keep staying up late and being stressed out in the morning. If they like the AI, then great news for you. You can use AI editing. And if it's like split 50-50, well, you might as well use AI because they're pretty much indistinguishable and you're splitting hairs at that point. So all that said, he posted these on Facebook. So let's look at this first A/B test between the human and the AI. So he posts and he goes, please help me. Which is best, top or bottom? A company is trying to get me to hire them for my retouch work. I don't think they do as good a job, and so I made a bet with the owner. All right, so let's just check out these photos. This is the difference between the two, okay? Here's the top photo, and here's the bottom that they're referring to in the comments. And there's 28 comments, so just let's see what we're working with here. So we got top, 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 furniture and shades look brighter. Top for sure, top. Bottom, top. Bottom looks fake to me. I like the top. Top feels warmer, top, top. Bottom, the colors pop. One is my first gut response as best. So, whole lot of feedback, mostly top, overwhelmingly, right? Which means that it's not even splitting hairs. It's actually they just like the top way more. And so the top here is actually the AI edited photo, where it still has the pop of a nice like HDR overseas editor look. But it seems like the realtors thought it was a bit more natural and representative of the colors in the house and looked inviting, whereas the editor one maybe looked a bit fake. And so auto HDR won there. And he thought, all right, it's probably a fluke. And so he posted again, and here's the two, slightly deeper colors in one, ultimately not that different overall. 30 comments again. Let's see what these realtors thought. So here's the top and here's the bottom. All right. top with a giant GIF. Top, because I can see the true color. One for bottom. Top, the bottom looks too bright. Top, very pretty. Top looks warmer, neither is bad. Top looks like a real home, the bottom pic is less interesting. Top one is more authentic. I agree, top. And then one for the bottom. So again, overwhelming top. And he's thinking, all right, this is a fluke. And so he goes, all right, I'm upping the ante. I have two more and I'll know my decision. Here is number one, left or right. Which one do you prefer? And all right, let me know if you can tell just by looking at these yourself, if you even know which one is AI between the two, left versus right, okay? Nice home. At the end of the day, though, it's like a realtor realistically is probably going to be happy with either of these. So let's see what they actually said for themselves, though. So the feedback is that to me, the left looks washed out and the color is more inviting and pops out more on the right. Okay, I can see that. One for left, right, more vibrant, sharper. Right. Just overwhelming right. We got one vote for left across like 20 comments. And as you're probably guessing, the AI is on the right. Now, these photos got edited in about 20 minutes instead of 12 hours, which allows him to get the photos back the same night, deliver the same night, or at least have it set up to deliver in the morning, so he can go and eat dinner, spend time with his family without worrying about these turnaround times, missing deadlines, and having to do QC in the morning. And he already had 5% of the photos he'd put his own touch on. Now he just does all the work with AI, and if there's ever a tweak he wants to make, it's no additional work. And on top of all that, he's saving money. So he's getting his life back, turning this into a business instead of a job and saving money. But he still thought it was a fluke, and so he did more posts. Here's, another post entirely left versus right here. Human versus AI. And let's look at the comments again. And it's mostly split, but still majority went to the right. And someone asked, are you just increasing the contrast on these? Because that's the thing, like, as a real estate photographer, we're so obsessed over our quality, thinking that the style we've been delivering is our quality. Sometimes they can be better or worse, but if it's just different, you got to do what's best for your workflow. Now, at Auto HDR, we want to be better than the best human editor. I'm not saying to compromise on quality. I'm just saying if you want to grow a business and make money from this, and you're not trying to be an artist and you're not obsessed with like preserving one particular style that your clients might not necessarily even like, you should do the thing that is best for your workflow, that your clients are happy with, so you can streamline your operations and deliver excellent service quality. And that's what AI is allowing people to do in 2025. That's why we work with over 1,000 businesses and solo photographers that shoot and edit with AI. And so maybe you can guess what happened. Now, every single shoot that Steve is posting on Facebook is AI edited. He's switched over to Auto HDR entirely, and it wasn't an issue at all. When he gets home, he just uploads all 5 shoots he shot that day at once. He gets them back, and they're ready to rock that night. There's no need to stress about sending things to an editor. It's all in one place. He can make touch-ups if he needs to, right within the Auto HDR gallery. See, now I'm in his account here. He's done, since starting, a whole lot of shoots, and they're all looking awesome. So Steve has got his life back. He's on the way to having an asset that works for him and just a repeatable system instead of manually having to go and communicate with an editor, wait to get things back, have things delayed, and be stressed out all the time, right? He's got his nights and mornings back so he can focus on spending time with his family and growing his business in that downtime. So if you're in your head about quality or style differences, just send both to your clients and see what they say. And if you don't want to do that, then just look at Steve's A/B test. He did it for you, and the results were overwhelmingly that nobody could tell the difference, and actually the AI won. So you stack that on top of the fast turnaround and the cost savings, and it's just going to change your life. So I really would recommend trying it out because it might completely revolutionize the way you work and get you back hours of time that you never even knew were possible. So if you're interested in doing that, just go to autohdr.com, try it out for yourself. There's already over 1,000 people using it, delivering across the country, getting their time and money back. For Steve, was better than his editor. Now, our team is working extremely hard to develop new models. We make updates pretty much every day, and we're on the path to be producing outputs that are better than the best human editor. So if you get on board now, You're going to have your system streamlined, and over time, you'll have outputs that are indisputably better than a human can ever do 100% of the time with zero downtime, zero sick days, 0 days off, and edits back to you in minutes. That's what we're all about at Auto HDR, and we hope to be able to save you time and money like Steve.